afternoon, Tzaneen. What a beautiful Sunday it was. Slept late, spent some time with the family, and so we're doing our afternoon drive after the hectic first week of this lockdown. And I was thinking, judging by the reactions and the engagements and the views, which have been nothing short of absolutely extraordinary. I mean, 1.4 million viewers in 1 week, that's insane. So I've noticed that it's quietened down. There's not a lot of people in the streets. There are still some concerning issues. I mean, the CBD, we're going to have a look at that just now. There's still people there, and it's, you know, it needs to change, and it's not going to, but it means that I don't think an hour and a half long drive is going to be as exhilarating as it was in the start. So what I'm going to do most likely is that we're going to keep the videos to about half an hour, maybe a little bit longer, and if it's really exciting we'll keep going. But let's plan for 40 minutes. Let's see where it takes us. Some fantastic news. Received some great news. We're going to be doing a documentary series with all this footage, and we've secured some sponsors. So that's going to be fantastic. But I'll tell you all about that a little bit later on. Here we have the entrance to town on the Nkuankua Road. They've got a roadblock up here. I see police, and I see some traffic officers, but nothing the size of what it was with the Beki Tele coming here. Let me just turn around so we can have a better look at that roadblock there. Briefly, as we were driving now, didn't really appear like the guys manning the roadblock were very energetic. Sophia, the drone that came over Tzaneen about 15 minutes ago, was not one of the drones from the municipality. I guarantee you that, because the municipality has not set an actual timeline for these drones yet, and they've also not officially released the official statement with the times that the drones will be flying. So if you did see a drone over Tzaneen, it most certainly was not an official drone from the municipality. I can guarantee you that. Okay, and we're going to turn right back into Tzaneen again. You see this roadblock here. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 traffic officers and 1 policeman. Not one of them is actually stopping any of these vehicles that have just drove past. And it's just taxis, so I don't know what they're doing. They are sitting here amongst all the rubbish. I don't know if that rubbish is theirs or if it's just not being collected, but you know, it doesn't bother them. They're sitting there literally next to an overflowing dustbin, but hey, you know. Right, let's go and see what it looks like in the center of town. By all accounts, if we can believe what the government has been telling us, okay, which is a stretch, it should be dead. There should be no people in town right now. Because, you know, the excuse that we were given every single day of this lockdown so far has been that the reason why there's people in the streets is because they're hungry and they just received their SASSA grants and they didn't get time to shop and. Okay, so it took them a week to sort that out. So 7 days into lockdown, they were still flooding the streets. I also read in the national media what I believe to be a very dangerous and over-exaggerated claim that we might, very cleverly they use the word might. By all accounts, it looks like we might. They said this, not me, they said this. We might be in lockdown for another 4 months. Well, now, it's very unlikely, guys, because physically, our economy we do not have enough food to sustain everybody if we had to be on lockdown for that long. It would absolutely decimate the economy. It doesn't make any sense, and the president hasn't even alluded to that. What the one guy did say in that article is that if the lockdown is extended, and I agree completely with this, because I can see that we might. Look, the lockdown, in my opinion, will have to be extended, because to accommodate for those who now need to be tested and who could now be positive. But I believe it'll be with about 2 weeks. This is my personal opinion, from what I've read in the media and from what I've heard on the radio and seen on the TV. And if you judge by how the other countries are going about this, we, in all likelihood, are going to have this lockdown extended. It must. It's the only way that you're going to now account for the new infections, which will only show in a week or 2 weeks from now. And that means to flatten that curve, you're going to have to keep those people at home too. What I do believe, however, is that the measures that have been put in place now to control the movement of people will be relaxed a little bit. In other words, I do believe that more businesses will be able to trade or do business, and they would most likely have curfews. It's what makes sense to me. At this stage, I can't for sure say that. I mean, it's not gospel, it's just Joe telling you what he thinks. But let's see what happens. I think we should. I keep saying, don't panic, guys. Do not panic. Do not panic. Huh? Don't panic. Don't panic. I don't believe for one instance that what they said in the national media today should be taken as gospel either. Because I can't see how any government would say lockdown for 4 months. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Our economy just won't handle that. I mean, I know of some people, some big businesses that have said they can survive until the 16th of April, and after that they're going to have to start selling off assets. Now, if you're going to have to start selling off assets, who the hell's going to buy it? And the longer we stay on lockdown, the more people will become unemployed. How is the UIF or any grant, any fund, how if you have more people going into that system that are going to be forced to live off grants and the UIF because they don't have employment, you're overburdening an already overburdened system. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so back to this now. This is the bus rank below Tzaneen Mall, and this could very well be the movie set of some post-apocalyptic show, right? Because there's not one single person moving here. There's no movement. I'm not even seeing feral cats running around. It's empty, and this is good. This is good. I had a very nice conversation yesterday with the municipal manager, who then took it upon himself to personally drive through this horrible side of town, and they will be looking at measures to clean up this mess. And I spoke to Sue, and there's a feral kitten. Hey, there's 2 of them. Well done. Right, so for the most part, this looks good, right? Should we go into the independent state of Claude Wheatley and see how their citizens are handling this? I do still have my workers visa, so I am allowed to cross into their territory. Let's go and have a look how that's going. My designer has also informed me that she has figured out a way to upload or to bypass this whole YouTube licensing thing with the music. So I can now actually give us music as well for this drive, so you don't have to listen to my incessant ranting. So let's hear what's on the radio.
No, 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 no.
Alright, so here we have the main port of entry to the independent state of Claude Wheatley, and it's empty. I would also like to mention that those of you who remember how I accidentally stumbled upon members of the executive committee of the municipality, including our mayor, last week Friday during the morning show. And I came into the taxi rank here and I was driving around, and lo and behold, there stood the mayor, and they seemed pretty shocked to see me. So we found out that they were disinfecting this taxi rank. Interestingly also, we learnt that the name that the locals have for this taxi rank is Joburg taxi rank. So that was interesting. And the municipality on Friday came out with what I dubbed the spray squads. So they had these 3 environmental employees, I suppose, and they were all dressed up in their hazmat suits, and they were spraying down with disinfectant. They were disinfecting the rank itself. So they told me that they're not disinfecting the taxis, they're only going to spray the buildings and any surface that can be touched by humans. The reason they gave me was because the taxi rank itself belongs to the municipality, and the taxis are expected that every taxi operator would disinfect their own vehicles. Now I have a question. How often are they going to disinfect the taxi rank? And if they're disinfecting municipal buildings, municipal structures, should they then not disinfect more than just the taxi rank? Okay. Then, was Friday's disinfecting expedition that they went on, was that only because 2 hours after that, Becky Cele arrived in town? Because what you and I saw earlier on Friday was suddenly there was this mushrooming of the most beautiful roadblock, and they had everything you can imagine there. They had these beautiful reflective signs, hundreds of bright yellow cones, and they had hordes of officials there. And then when the minister left, they had nothing. So we're going to go down there and have a look just now and see if they're still there, which I seriously doubt, because he caught them off guard. Any event. So I want to know, and I'm going to be having a look throughout the week, will that taxi rank be disinfected every 3rd day? I don't know. Every 2nd day? Every day? Okay, so we've seen town. Town is dead. There's nobody in this town. We have a few stragglers walking up and down. Quite obviously guys returning home after work. But look at this. This is dead. This is empty. Tzaneen is a ghost town. And I think it's fantastic. It's wonderful news. And you know, one of the bonuses of being able to do what I do is that I can experience how beautiful our town really is. Tzaneen is an extraordinary place, people. And I don't think it gets enough credit. And the reason it doesn't get enough credit, I think, is because it always looks so dirty. And it's always full of people. And the people are just everywhere. And the hawkers. And, you know, now, with all the people out the way, and all of the hawkers' little stallikies out the way, and peanuts and fruit and everything on every single sidewalk, look at how beautiful this place is. It's actually quite a remarkable little town, this. So, there's Limpopo Traffic Police doing an illegal turn there. Never mind, sir. We're going to take a drive through Lifestyle Centre quickly, then I'm going to come back down along the R71 and we're going to go check out that amazing roadblock. So we're going to see if that still exists. Let's have a look and see if Lifestyle is still as pumping as what it was the last few days. Maybe people are now starting to understand what the term lockdown encompasses. Wow. Guys, you should see this. This is quite impressive. I'm going to turn this way and show you. Are you ready? Here we go. Ta-da! What do you see? A great big nothing. There's not one single vehicle anywhere in sight. Not one. We have, there's no one here, guys. It's empty. Except for the 3 social distance observing security guys. What's up, Jitas? There's nothing. The whole place is dead empty. Look at that. The entire parking lot. There's not one single vehicle in this entire parking lot. And it's not like the mall's closed. I mean, the door's still open, yeah? Yeah. How fantastic is this? I know. There's going to be some people. I know. The negative ones. Yeah, but it's Sunday afternoon. It's going to be empty. No, it's not going to be empty, because remember, under normal circumstances, you still have Wimpy, you still have Panarottis, and Checkers is normally open. But look at this, it's empty. I remember my sister, my friend Daniel, and myself in Palabora. We would take our skateboards and we would go and roller skate and skate on the post office in Palabora's veranda or stoep. If I was a little kid now, my friends and I would be on our mountain bikes, our bombers, skateboards on our backs, and we would be here right now skateboarding. Yeah, okay, I know, we wouldn't be, because we would not be allowed to do that because it's lockdown, yada yada, but I can dream, okay? So the parking lot is dead empty. I'm going to drive up to Jetty 3. I received some information that's quite bloody shocking. Apparently at Jetty 3, where they've got this temporary homeless shelter going at the moment. But let's first go check out the amazing roadblock. Anyway, apparently at Jetty 3, some glorified, higher than the law individual has decided that today would be the perfect day to take his daughter for driving lessons just next door to Jetty 3. And they've been doing these driving lessons because screw the lockdown. What lockdown? You know, it reminds me of these idiots that post these things over social media saying we are not afraid of the coronavirus because we have been through worse and we drink brandy and no. Coronavirus doesn't care, dude. Doesn't care what you drink, doesn't care what nationality you are, where you come from, what your ancestors did and when they did it. Yeah, Carol, I think you understood wrong. They are in fact closed now. Panarottis and Wimpy are closed. I was saying to the negative ones among us that it's empty, and I know that the negative people would be saying, hey, guys, you're not allowed to pick up people. How many people are getting into this car, do you think? Count with me. 1, 2, and the third one's going to make it. Is he going to make it? Yes, he's going to make it. Yeah, social distancing, brother, don't worry. Don't worry. Man's got to eat, man's got to make money. Alright, dude, go. You've already loaded them in there. Who cares? So, you guys have just seen, and Tapelo has joined us, our municipal manager. Tapelo, did you see what just happened in front of us? So this guy, as they call it in the townships, a skoro taxi. He just stopped and picked up 3 hikers. So right now in that vehicle, by the looks of it, there's about 5 people. And we're approaching this major roadblock. So let's have a look if they get stopped at this roadblock and searched. I'm just going to drive behind them. We're going to get to the roadblock. We're going to see what's going to happen. Is the police... Who wants to bet? Do you think that the traffic cops are going to stop this guy? Should we do a little wager? Do you think that the roadblock that we're approaching is going to stop this guy with his passengers? Let's see. So here's the roadblock. Here we go. In front of us, we've got the skoro taxi. It's got at least 5 people in there. And he's going for it. And he's getting to it. And he's just passed the roadblock. Well done, boys. Yes, well done. So, guys, I've not over-exaggerated. You saw it with your own eyes. We just watched this guy stop and pick up 3 people while he already had a person in his skoro taxi. And he just drove right through a less than impressive roadblock, which only 2 days ago looked like something you would only see in developed countries. There was a roadblock there, guys, second to none. And now, what do we have there? He made it. Like, kudos, dude. Like, you know what? I could just as well do the same now, right? I may as well get into my car and just drive and go fetch my friends in the other town and tell them to come and pull in here in Tzaneen, and we can have a fat jaw. Because there's absolutely nothing going on here in the form of any law enforcement. Nothing. Right, so we're going to go through here again. Wow, guys, can you see the roadblock? Because I certainly can't, and I'm actually driving through it. 1, 2. They've got 5 guys standing on their phones. Maybe they're watching the show. There goes the taxi. Guys are still on their phones. Yeah. So that roadblock means absolute horseshit. Yeah, sue me. I swore. At least you know it's unedited. Bulletin gives you the raw, unadulterated, unedited, unfiltered truth of the situation. Oh, I think we should go and have a look at Jetty 3 and the learner licensing guy. You know, maybe we should just stop here and wait for cars to pick up 4 or 5 people and just place bets on which one of them are going to be stopped by the roadblock that doesn't exist anymore. Watch, check us out. Check this out. This guy, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is definitely going to pick up these oaks. Is he going to? No, he didn't. And do you know why he didn't pick up those guys next to the side of the road? Because on the back of that H1, I counted well, I couldn't really count, but from the looks of it, the whole back was filled with crates of beer. This just keeps getting better and better. So where's he going with all that alcohol? As far as I know, you can't sell or transport alcohol, dude. But that's alright. Because apparently, our non-existent roadblocks and the independent state of Claude Wheatley, they don't abide by the same rules that the president of our country gave us or set down for us. Right? So I can get arrested for parking my bucky and having a bit of a jog. You know, just jog around the block. Maybe we should test that. Maybe I should test that tomorrow. How's it, guys? I would love to pick you up. I really would. But there's a roadblock this way. I'm sure of it. There must be. There must be some roadblock in this town that is operational. So to give you guys an idea, have you ever watched the movie Blow? It's a Johnny Depp movie and it's absolutely fantastic. So I feel like that courier guy for the mafiosos out of Cuba, because back in the 60s and 70s they never searched the luggage of air hostesses. So what Johnny Depp and them did was they put all their weed and their blow, the cocaine, that they smuggled in from out of the country, they put it in her luggage, and then she would fly in, and then, you know. So just picture this quickly, okay? Here's me, not the most inconspicuous looking white guys, right? So here I am. I've been driving through this town and the towns around us non-stop for 9 days now, in a bucky with a covered sail key on the back. Not once at any one roadblock has anybody stopped me to see what I'm carrying in the back of my bucky. Not once. So, you know, thankfully, I'm a good boy. But if I wasn't, I could be transporting people in the back of my bucky and no one would be any more the wiser. What's going on there? Oh guys, sorry, the sun must be blinding. Let's put on some music as we approach the next impressive roadblock. Oh my word, no, never mind, no music. Okay, so let's hold thumbs, because I really want to believe in our law enforcement. I want to believe that there's a roadblock here in front of us and it's going to stop me with my great big bucky that's got a sail key on the back Let's see, come on, there must be a roadblock here. There has to be. This is the entrance to town. There must be. Let's see. Yes, there's a roadblock. And there's cones. There's actual cones in the road. Let's see how many. And there's lots of cars. And it looks very impressive. Yes. Bloody fantastic. Right. So let's test the theory. I'm going to turn around. And I'm going to come back. Oh, wait, let me just drive a little bit ahead so they don't notice that it's me that's going past again. So I'm going to turn around up top here, go back and drive right through that roadblock. Hopefully they are going to stop me, because then it would be faith restored in our law enforcement, right? Let's hope. Are you guys ready? You should place bets now, guys. Come on. And may the odds be ever in your favor. Right, we're approaching the very impressive looking roadblock. It actually has very nice cones. I'm gonna drive. Actually, let's see. Come on, guys, stop me. Somebody, stop me. No takers. No one's gonna stop me. No one. Well, at least we have pretty cones to look at. That was nice. The cones. Should I drive past again? Guys, this is unbelievable. We've got two major entrances into our town, and they've got all the stuff there, but no one's stopping any vehicles. I've just driven through two major roadblocks twice. I've driven through there twice. And you guys saw, like, we lost a bet with the guy who stopped right in front of me and loaded 3 passengers into. Come on! At least they should have stopped that oak. And even if they didn't know if he had anybody in his vehicle, they should have stopped him, because the car looks like it shouldn't be on the road. So come on, man. How much you want to bet me this little camera that they've got up here is still operational? And I bet you, if I speed, I'm going to get a speeding ticket during lockdown. Unfreaking believable. Hey, this oak. Yeah, there we go. This oak's picking up passengers. How many? Let's check. 1, 2. What space for another oak? No, that oak's from the correctional services. So he probably knows that you're not allowed to have people in the back of an open bucky. Oh, wait. Okay, well, at least you're not allowed to have more than one person on the back of an open bucky. Allegedly. So, I'm going to go back to that roadblock. Because look, guys, come on, it must look suspicious. You've seen the same oak in the same bucky drive past you twice. Surely, somebody is going to stop me. Wait, is there another roadblock somewhere that we forgot? No, they won't. They're not going to. Okay, maybe they will. Wait, I'm going to turn in here. I'm going to turn around, and then I'm going to go back through that roadblock, and then it'll be the 3rd time that I go through that roadblock. Surely, if they've been watching, they would notice, hey guys, there's something up with this white guy. He's been driving here in a bucky. We don't know what the hell he's got on the back, because he's got this sail key. Incidentally, guys, not only do I drive a magnificent beast of a Ford Ranger, but this beast is covered with one of those really impressive sail keys. And those impressive sail keys you can have custom made by AfriFrame in Tzaneen. And my good friend Jasper, He's the one who does all the nice needlework for you. And they don't just make sail keys, they make nice bags as well. They're going to make me a bag in exchange for the free publicity I've just given them. I'm pretty much sure of it. They're going to make me a bag for my cymbal stands and all my drumming hardware. I'm just saying, Jasper, if you have a heart, consider yourself a good friend, you'll do this for me. Anyway, we're driving through the roadblock again for the third time. Same guy, same covered bucky, looking highly suspicious. We're going to see, because guys, come on man, what's this white guy transporting? He must be transporting something, guys. Surely this is what they're asking themselves, right? When they see me pass them 3 times, they must be thinking, hey, wait a minute, huh? Maybe I could be transporting some contraband. Maybe I've got 100 cartons of Peter Stuyvesant Red in the back here. And maybe I've got a bucky load full of booze, because we're having a street party maybe somewhere. These are all questions I would be asking if I were any one of those guys there. I know the sun's terrible, I know, but don't worry. After we round this corner, we have the great big nothingness ahead of us. But at least they've got pretty cones. Okay, I'll drive slower and then I'll wave at them. Okay, I'm going to hoot at them and then I'm going to wave at them and then just suddenly accelerate and then we see. Okay. Right. So here we go. Round 3, guys. Should I hoot at them? How's that? Well, there you have it. I've just driven through a major roadblock 3 times, guys. 3 times. And not once have they stopped me. And I've driven... No, come on. Alright, so... let's go and check out the learner driver at Jetty 3 if they are still there. So what we saw today is a few things really. The most remarkable, of course, was the vehicle that stopped in front of me and loaded 3 hitchhikers into his vehicle. And I saw that it was the driver and another. So there were 5 guys already. Well, there were 2 guys already in the car, and he loaded up 3 more guys. So in a taxi, well, it's called a taxi. There were 5 guys during lockdown, and they drove through a major roadblock without being stopped. They weren't even waved down, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody said, hey, listen, just, no, nothing. Not one guy looked to the other guy and said, guys, did you just see the taxi guy that... Not one of them. Could have at least said, listen. Yeah, exactly. Beast 3, traffic 0. So maybe it's like, hey, this one, there's a taxi. Yes, maybe we should just leave it as a Taz. I don't know. What constitutes a vehicle being stopped is what I want to know. Obviously, you've got to... I think your vehicle must be on fire. On fire. And you must have like an old South African flag or something blowing out the window, driving 140, smoke coming from your tires, national anthem blaring out your speakers, your sound system, before they even maybe look at you and stop you. And then I'm sure if they stop you, they're not even going to stop you because you have 6 people in your car during lockdown. They'll probably stop you because of the noise and the vierkleur and the whatever else. So I don't know. Okay, so guys, if there's any of you who need to transport illegal contraband at a very reduced rate, it's a special lockdown rate, I'll be willing to do that for you. As you can see, not going to get stopped. At the very least, we're going to have a look at Jetty 3, which means I can at least offer you guys a nice sunset. Yeah. Let's have some music. Screw it. This is probably the closest you're going to get to hearing sirens during this lockdown, because honestly, law enforcement non-existent at all. Yeah, so Pink provided us with something close to what I remember sirens to sound like. It's been so long since I've heard a police siren that hey, there's guys walking dogs. Let's speed up, let's go see them. We've got 2 people there walking their dog. Is this what it's come to, guys? We're just doing whatever the hell we please now because, you know, everyone else is doing it. So let's us also. The monkeys running around the road. The monkeys are obviously the vervids. They don't care. Lockdown, what bloody lockdown? Where are those people now? I just saw 2 people walking with a dog. Where are they? Got some security guys here. Academia, what's up, gents? Where do they go in here? Or did they walk past here? I don't know. There they are, going for a nice stroll with their dog. Can you guys see them? Do you see those 2 people down there, guys? There's 2 people taking their Labrador for a walk past Jetty 3. I told you. I wasn't imagining it. So, in the 30 minutes that you've driven with me today, we've seen a taxi picking up people and drive right through a freaking roadblock. And now we've seen 2 people walking their dog. Plus, I've driven through both the major entrances to town's roadblocks 3 times. Absolutely astounding. So what do you think those guys reckon now, that couple that was walking their dog? They were like watching the news and they just thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to take my dog. Liefie, ons gaan nou stap. Ons gaan nou. Ja man, ons kan nie nou loop nie, dis lockdown. Fuck die lockdown, ons gaan nou loop. No. Fight like a Rona. Huh? How do you do that? How the hell do you just go and take your dog for a freaking walk? Okay. So we're at Jetty 3. I haven't seen the guys. Most likely they've gone home already. I haven't seen the learner driver doing the thing here. So here we have the gate with the biggest hole in it. How's it, Mark? Hey, how's it, Bluff? What's it? Cool, man. I'm from the media. I come here every day and I just drive around and I come back out again. You'll see my name in that book. Cool, thanks, man. Right, so I'm going to be driving through here without signing a book because he just took my word for it, this guy. Oh no, he's bringing the book for me to sign. Well, at least there's that. You know, the amount of movement in and out of this bloody place has been quite outstanding.
Even though you're going to have to sign this.
Yeah, I know.
Don't mind about the corona.
Don't worry, man, I've got disinfectant here, I've got the gloves, the white, so don't worry.
Alright.
How's things here? Is it quiet?
Yeah.
The guys are behaving themselves, no?
At least, yeah.
I see they're in good spirits as well. They were playing soccer yesterday when I was here.
Yeah, at least they're exercising.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
What time do they have dinner? 7 o'clock about.
Yeah. 6 or 7, somewhere around there.
Cool. At least, are you getting some food at least?
We've got our own.
Thanks, brother. Okay, so here we have the temporary shelter for the homeless, which the GTM and Mopani District Municipalities Disaster Management had set up for these guys. There's 45 people here at the moment. All of them are well fed now. They get 3 meals a day. And there's officers here as well. They keep a lookout for things. There's security here. The meals that they get every day is supplied to them. Well, it's meals that are cooked for them, and it's cooked off-site by the Mopani District Disaster Management Team, and it's delivered to them 3 times a day. They've got mattresses, they've got don't worry, Benita, I've just let me show you so that everyone can calm down a bit. I'll show you what I have actually. Let me just turn this around. See, look here, I've got this, and every time I sign any book or anything like that, I give my hands a bit of a sanitized rub, a bit of a what, I can actually drive without my mask on in the car because it's just me, right? And I tell you, it gets very uncomfortable. Okay, so you guys have seen hands clean. It's been a fantastic trip today. I've got some really exciting news. I can't wait to share it to you. We've got a sponsor now for the daily drive shows. Man, I'm so excited, but I can't really say anything. So, all right, I'm going to drive. Should I drive down to the dam for you guys who want to see your house? Come on, switch, man. There we go. Okay. Do you want to go and see the dam and then we call it a day? Or do you want me to go and drive through a... No, you know what? Maybe we should try and get the... Should I drive down and follow the woman Tani with a dog? Maybe no. Should I? Nah, shame, man. No, not shame, man. They shouldn't be freaking walking their dog in the first place. The problem is just what do I do when I get there? When we're nowhere to gaan. And then the woman will look at me and like, mark me. And then we'll be like, well, I have to probably load you in the back of my bakkie. But don't worry, I can, because no one's going to stop and ask why I'm transporting people and a dog. Because we can drive through all the roadblocks and no one will even know you're in the back of my bakkie. Yeah, get in the back of my bakkie. Here's a joint. Here's a dop. And here's a packet of smokes for your trouble. Don't worry, you won't get stopped. And then the woman will be like, maar ek rook nie. And then we're going to have a problem because the dog's going to run away and we're going to struggle to find the dog. The tannie's going to be upset because she won't be building up her discovery steps on her smartwatch. So let's skip that one. Wait, let's see who says here. You see, I've just explained why it would be an extremely bad idea for me to follow them. Here's Tzaneen Dam. There's a beautiful sunset. There we go. This is the closest I can bring you guys to the water. There's net om julle so 'n bietjie lus te maak, manne. Jy weet. I'm thinking especially of my very good friend Justy Varkenvisser, who's not used to being on land, first of all, and secondly, certainly not used to being stuck in a house on land. So, Justy, this one's for you, brother. Sampiarida, I want to chat to the homeless people. Maybe I should. Maybe that's a good idea. What do I ask them? Yo, brother, what's up, man? And he's going to be like, I could talk to you, but don't you have scaife? I'll be like, dude, I don't even smoke. Hey, bro, scaife and foot. Serious. And then I'm going to be, dude, like I don't have a smoke, but can you talk to me, please? I'll be like, you see now, you don't want to help me. No, I want to help you, dude, but I can't because, you know, I can give you like other stuff that I have here. Let's see, I've got some old receipts. I've got hey, here's some hand sanitizer. No, you can't drink it, but I can probably, but then if I give you my hand sanitizer, then I don't have any hand sanitizer, so this is not going to work. So, I don't really want to speak to the homeless people today, right? I would like to speak to them tomorrow when there's one of the health officials there as well, because then I can ask the health official questions and watch the reaction of the homeless guy. See, and so then we'll know if they're telling the truth or not. Right, I think to end off this afternoon's drive show, I'm going to where haven't we seen yet? Okay, we've been the usual places: Sugarloaf, Sugar Hill. We've been Checkers, Lifestyle Center. We've been down to the CBD. We saw the hitchhikers getting a lift. We've been through the roadblocks a few times. Where would you like to see, guys, before we go home? Oh, man, I can't read the comments because there's so many bloody potholes. Thank goodness I'm driving a Ford. Okay, let's see what it says here. Ask if they're allowed to walk out. Ooh. Yeah, look, they are really okay. I know that they are really okay. So tomorrow we'll do that. I'll come here and I'll speak to them. Oh, here we go. Hey, how's this, Mr. What? What are you doing, dude? I think this is the guy that's learning to drive. Let's see. Are you learning to drive here, dude? What are you doing? I'm going to take a park here under a tree. Guys, hasn't today just been like an exceptional drive? We've seen so much illegal shit going on. I don't know, is this guy learning to drive maybe? What's happening here? What's up? Let's see if we follow this path. Pretty sure he is learning to drive. Oh, this is the old, maybe it's not really an old nothing. Maybe it's just where they normally do driving lessons. Let's have a look. Ah, so this guy just showed the other guy, don't stop here now. Do you think this guy's learning to drive here? Should I ask him? Hello, how's it? Good, man. Are you guys learning to drive?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Driving lessons. You guys know there's a lockdown, eh?
Sorry?
You know there's a lockdown.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you guys must just, you can't do this now.
Yeah, I'll do what I do.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Okay, so earlier Desiree and I, Desiree van der Walt of the DA, we had a discussion about these guys doing the driving lessons. And now you saw that they're doing driving lessons during freaking lockdown. And this guy, oh man, I give up. I give up. Okay, wait, where did you guys say now? Cornel, kom ons kyk, waar toe jy gaan? Ry asseblief op 'n slag bietjie deur die old industrial gebied en nuwe industrieel vir ons kliënte wat dalk ook hulle besighede kan sien asseblief. So hier is 'n cricket pitch. Okay, guys, I'm going to drive through the old industrial area and the new industrial area tomorrow. I think this has been quite an informative drive today. I'm going to play some music for you in the meantime. Enjoy. Listen, thank you so much, guys. Thank you that you've spent a Sunday afternoon with me. I really enjoy it. It's nice to know that there are people that care. And thank you for being the people that are staying indoors. Judging by the 1.4 million people that are watching these shows, there's 1.4 million people at home. And that's fantastic. I'd like to believe that it's a reflection of the amount of people that care enough about the people around them to be staying indoors during a lockdown. So thank you very, very much. Oh, Carol. Right, that sounds like a song. It's one of the songs that our band also does. But anyway, Carol, what I was going to finish saying, I was saying to the negative people that would use the fact that it's a Sunday and that's why the lifestyle center is completely abandoned. I was saying to them that it's because of the lockdown. Because under normal circumstances, the Panarottis and the Wimpy would still be open at that time that we were there, which is what, about an hour ago. And so too with the Checkers. So yeah, the lockdown seems to be working in certain areas and in other areas quite obviously not. I mean, we've just seen these guys are just learning to drive, because what else do you do during lockdown? So guys, it's been great. Have a fantastic evening. Remember to join me tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for a major surprise. And guys, I have to bite my tongue because I've got such amazing news to share with you. But I'll do that tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. I'll start the drive during the CBD, and then we'll go to the old industrial and new industrial area, and we'll take it from there. So like, follow, and share the crap out of these videos. I want there to be as many people as possible watching live what's going on. Follow us on Instagram as well at Bulletin TZN, Tango Zulu November, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's also Far North Bulletin. Fantastic. I leave you with some music. We're going to drive past Sugar Hill. Have a look if you want. Thank you guys. Be blessed, be safe, stay inside.
No,